Going on, all my fantasy football fans out there? It's Waiver Wire Queen. Welcome to my channel. This evening, I am going to show you how to start or create a redraft league using the Sleeper app. One of my favorite apps I like to use when I am hosting my dynasty leagues, keeper leagues, or hell, redraft leagues. So I'm going to show you guys how to get your league started, so you can host your league on a really great app. It's offering great features. So let's get right into it. All right, y'all. So you log into the Sleeper app. That's the first thing you got to do. Log on in there. Because if you're not logged in, you ain't creating one. So when you look at the actual app, they've actually updated the desktop. So you'll see logo, name of the app, Sleeper app, direct messaging, inboxing. You can do mock drafts. You'll see all of your leagues here that you are in. And then right down here is your profile, which you can update. So let's get ready to create this redraft league. So you see leagues and you click the plus sign. And you can choose between football or fantasy basketball. Fantasy basketball, you can only create the league on mobile. So if you got a mobile app, you want to do a fantasy basketball league, that's where you would go create it. So let's click our league. So we're going to call this Waiver Wire Queen Test. So you name your league. Then you select the amount of teams you want in that league. So number of teams. So for the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to do 10 teams. I kind of like having drafts where there are at least 14 to 16 teams. But, you know, some people don't like that. Okay. So pretty much gonna pick a logo because I'm gonna have a logo, and I'm just trying to make mine a little bit larger. So we're just gonna go with this logo for the league. We're cool with that. You get to reposition your logo to make sure that everything you want included in that logo is in there, so you don't want any parts cut off. And then we'll just select next. And for this purposes of this tutorial, we're going to do a redraft league. So then we'll click redraft. And do we want a snake draft, linear, or auction? Auction is where you'll be bidding. So you'll so the commissioner will will randomize the order of the draft. So say I have the number one pick, I will start the bidding off on CMC at say $10, $15, $20. Linear is every round is going to start from round one. Snake is obviously the best method. We'll start from the person who gets the first pick in this league, 10th pick. Then whoever gets the 10th pick will get the first pick in the second round. That's how it will go. So let's get ready to create our redraft league in the Sleeper app. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that like button if you are excited about fantasy football and you are ready to get the season started, because I surely am. And then we just wait for everything to load up. So this is looking really nice. It's looking pretty good, right? No, we got a lot of work to do. So as you can see, I'm one of 10 teams. I am the commissioner. So what I will need to do is go and obviously send out, you can either copy the link for the league and send it out to people, or you can actually email it to people. So let's go in and just get this league up and running, because we don't want our league to, we want to make this custom. So we'll go up to this little wrench here, and you see league settings, copy invite link, which you can send to people, draft results, which you'll be able to see what the draft results are when you draft. And then if you want to add some co-managers. But we're going to go into league settings and get this party started. All right, so let's league settings. So we've already taken care of the name of the league, and I did put my logo, but I don't know what's going on with my logo here. I'm going to try to put it back. We're going to save it again. All right, so see, nothing to it. Got 10 teams. We're going to leave it on rolling waivers, and we're going to leave it after game time Tuesday. And we're going to leave it at, let's be a little, it's moving a little fast. Scroll back up. We're going to do this at one day. and then allow custom daily waivers. You can do this, and then what you would do is just select, when you want players to be available. So if I put a claim in, say on Tuesday, the commissioner has it set to where those claims will process, say, at 5 a.m. on Wednesday. But we're gonna leave it where we have it, and we're gonna do the 1 day. And this is also, custom waivers are also good for FAAB. So if you have if your league is set to where people have to bid on free agents, then this is definitely good for them. We'll leave the trade deadline the same, and we're gonna leave playoff start week. Gonna leave it the same, and you can determine when the playoffs start based on your league size, and just kind of keep in mind that there's an extra week in the season, pretty much extra game, which is great. We're gonna leave it at 6. We're gonna leave it at 6 playoff teams, and you can select. Depends on your league size, so kind of keep that in mind. We're gonna leave it at 1 week per round. You can do whatever you want. Like, you can customize it, or you can leave the settings the same. I don't ever leave the settings at default. I always go in and customize to make my league more appealing to the people I have in my league. And playoff free seeding, we're gonna leave it at the default. We're not gonna reseed just because you're the highest seed. We're not gonna reseed and cater to you, so you'll play the worst team. So we'll leave the toilet bowl in there for the losers. And then the injured reserve. I think injured reserve is very important. It is important because there's obviously so much going on in NFL. There's always going to be some type of injuries. And then you got to consider COVID and things like that. And the great thing about Sleeper is you can go in and you can specify what exactly you want these IR slots to be used for. So we can allow players with COVID-19 on IR, which obviously you should. I know last year was our first time using this feature, and we definitely used it because COVID was just getting started, and we didn't know what to expect with COVID. So I'm clicking on it. Bear with me, my computer's a little slow. Keep in mind, if it's white like this, that means the function is not added, but once it's green, that means it was added. Allow out players on IR, which I think you can, because this player may just be out due to injury or whatever. And you should be able to put player in IR when they're injured. Suspended, I'm not going to do that. NA players, I'm not going to do that. But you see, you have the option to use the IR slot for what you think is going to benefit your league and everyone the most. So great feature on Sleeper, and the commish will just set this. Allow did not report, hold out, opt out. You can if you want. I'm not allow doubtful players. Most times the doubtful players will end up turning into out. So I always just put it on there because you guys know how it is when you are waiting for that player to be out, but he's just doubtful. Everybody knows he's not playing this week, but they keep him doubtful until right up to the game, and you may want to try to pick someone up to help you out. So I allow the doubtful players on IR because they're most likely going to be out. They're not trending in the right direction to play. They're going to be out. So we already determined that this will be a redraft league. We'll allow draft pick trading. So the day of the draft, if say I have the number 1 pick and I'm like, I don't really want to use this number 1 pick, I want to try to trade back, you'll have the option to do so. And the great thing about Sleeper is the commissioner can process those trades during the draft, and you can do multiple team trades. Sky's the limit with the trades for Sleeper. So, and you can also, like, if it's a league where you're bidding and you have, say, $100 for your bidding, your I call it fantasy bucks, you can add some of that in a trade too. So if I want to say I want to throw $20 on top of the players and draft picks I'm including in a trade, then I'll do so. Okay. Extra game each week, we're going to leave that off. So remember, if it's green, it's on. If it's white going in this opposite direction, it is off. Prevent bench players from being dropped after game starts. Yes. There's no reason for a player to a player to already have started a game and you're able to move them, drop them, or do anything. I just don't think you should be able to do anything with that. Lock or free agent and waiver moves. I don't think you should touch this unless like you're in the off season and you don't want any type of action going on, and that's mainly for like a dynasty league or maybe a keeper league. In the override league invite capacity, as a commish, you're the one who will be able to determine who joins your league, unless you're allowing the other managers in the league to share that invite with other people. So you may want to turn this on. We're going to turn this on because we don't want just anybody in this league. We got certain people we want in this redraft league, and that's who we are going to include. So we'll click it, and you see, again, it's on and it's saved. See, and you'll see that prompt when you're on your desktop that this function you have turned on is now saved. So there you go with that. And team settings, that is for the actual team. You get to change your avatar. So if you have like a logo or something, you get to add that logo. So for me, we're just going to do the Waiver Wire Queen logo. That's right. Subscribe to Waiver Wire Queen for more and to keep these videos showing up on YouTube. Helps the algorithm. And then you can change the team name if you would like. Another great feature with Sleeper is you can actually give each player a nickname. So say I have Tom Brady and I want to give him a nickname as the GOAT. You can go in and do that as well. So let's go to the next one. Roster settings. So you can determine how you want this roster set up, and most platforms have this option, which is really good. And so for the purposes of this, we're going to do the 1 quarterback, 2 running backs. Let's just add 1 more wide receiver. We got a tight end. We'll leave the 2 flex, and then we'll leave it at a kicker and a defense. And we're going to do 7 bench players. Woo, 7. That's a lot. Yeah, that is. And you see how you made some changes and then it's saved. Let's do that again. Let's add we added a defensive lineman, and then you see once we saved it. So let's remove it, and you'll see it'll end up populating at the bottom. Roster update save. So you know that it's saving as you go, which is really good. Now let's go into scoring settings. So we're going to pretty much leave scoring settings pretty much as it is, but you can go in and change things. So we're going to change touchdowns. Passing touchdowns, we're going to change that to 6. I always do 6. You can add if you want to give points for first downs. See, pick 6. We're going to say we're going to take a point off for that. You don't play around with those pick 6s. But you can see you can go in and just make it your own. Make the league your own. We're going to give, say, 2 points for a 40-yard touchdown bonus. You can do one for 50 if you want. Do, say, 3. And then you go down, you'll see for the rushing, 1 point every 10 yards, which is fine. Rushing TDs is 10. If you want to add a point for rushing first downs, you can. Let's just add. We're going to add a half a point. So we're saying we're going to give a half a point for that. 2-point conversion, rushing attempts if you want. So let's give 2 points to keep it aligned and consistent, and 3 for a 50-yard touchdown. Receptions. For the purposes of this redraft league, you're going to get 1 point per reception. So this is a PPR league. A PPR league is points per reception. So say I am Tom Brady, the GOAT, aka Waiver Wire Queen, and I am throwing the ball to Devontae Adams, and he catches that ball. For the purposes of this league, he's going to get 1 point just for catching that ball. And then say he gains 10 yards, he'll get an extra point for 10 yards because we're giving 1 point every 10 yards. So that is good. So I love the PPR leagues. I'm not with that non-PPR leagues. I just don't do it anymore. To me, it's boring. I love PPR. I only do PPR leagues. So when people invite me, first question, is this a PPR league? If it's no, then Waiver Wire Queen is running for the border. I'm done. I'm gone. I am gone. I am running. But anyways, let's see. 6 for the touchdowns. We'll leave it at that. 2-point conversion. Then you can add additional points if you want extra bonuses for, say, 0 to 4 yards. We're not going to do that, but we're going to keep it consistent with the 40-yard touchdown. We'll give them 2, and then 50-yarder, we're going to give them 3. And then you can add additional for reception bonus points for the running back, wide receiver, and the tight end. And we're going to just, for this one, we're going to do extra. We're going to do an extra 5.5, a half a point for each one, just to make it a little interesting. And actually for the tight end, the tight end position is, we're going to give it 1. So that's appealing to people. People are going to want, extra point for the tight end. That helps when you have when you're unable to get the top 3, because, you know how that is. You don't get the top 3. People like, well, you didn't get the top 3. Your tight end position is struggling. Not necessarily. And then you get to go down and add whatever points you want for kicking. So we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave the kicking pretty much the same, but you get the point. In each platform, you can go in and update and make the scoring your own. You can tailor the scoring to what you want and what you need, and to just fit your league. You can see for defense, the same thing. You can add points, like say less than 100 points total. I mean, less than 100 yards total. We're going to give 6 points additional for that. Fine. That's cool. Okay. And you keep scrolling down. Look, points per yard if you want. You can give points for 3 and out. 4th down stops, you can give points. Hit on QB. We're going to leave 1 for the quarterback. If you want to give extra incentives, you can give them some points every time. 1 point every certain amount of yards for the quarterback being sacked. So let's say, for example, we do every 10 yards. We'll do that. We're doing 2 points for the interception. And like I said, you scroll down. Let's say we do a half a point for tackles for loss, So you see so many different things you can add, which is cool. For passes defended, let's go and add a half a point. You see, special teams bonuses if you want. Special teams defense or special teams touchdown is 6. Like I said, we're going to leave some of these the same. But if you want to give extra incentives / bonuses, you have the option to do so. And a lot of platforms have this as well. So there's nothing wrong with it. You scroll down and see. Boom. If you have individual defensive players, you can go in and add whatever type of points you want for that position. And that's like, say I add a DB or defensive lineman, and we draft those individual players, and we will have points that those individual players can score. Earn a game, nothing wrong with it. And then there's some extra. It's right down here. And then let's save it. See, boom, you save. There's an option for you to save. And look, right down at the bottom again, it says it's been saved. Draft settings, you can set the draft for whenever you want that draft to be set. So we just go in, set it. Let's say the draft is going to be on the 27th at 8 p.m. We're going to leave it at Snake because you already set that. Now, in regards to time to pick, you can select up to 8 hours. All right. You can go from no limit up to 8 hours. 8 hours is extreme. I can't do it. I've done it, but it's not something I like to do. I like to just stick right with the 2 minutes. I feel like 10 seconds is not enough time. So just don't do it. Give them a chance. Not everybody is like us and go out there and do their research and is ready during draft day. You always have a few people who are unprepared and they're trying to do their research while they're up on the clock. But we don't do that because we're ahead of the game. We stay ahead of our competition. That's why we win out here in these fantasy football streets. But all right, so we're going to leave it at 2 minutes. Ooh. And then when users run out of time, the computer will pick for them. You see that's on right now, but look, you can turn it off. So we'll say we'll leave it on because that's like auto pick. Draft order, we're going to do randomized, or you can have the option to select the order. And you see I hit randomize and it randomized. And as you can see, I'm the only one in the league, so I got the 6th pick with that randomization. And you can also set this as a keeper or dynasty, but for purposes of this, we're going to just keep it strictly as a redraft league. Available players to draft, when you're getting into like a dynasty league and keeper leagues, well, mainly for dynasty, you can when you have supplemental drafts, and those are drafts after the official first draft of that league, you can select to have like all players, and that would include free agents and rookies, or you can decide that I just want rookies only or vets. For the purposes of this is a redraft league. We're only going to have one draft. There won't be any more drafts after that. So we're not going to even stress over that. But you have that option when you are creating a dynasty league. And check out my video for dynasty leagues, how to create a dynasty league. And I show you how to create a dynasty league if you're interested. So check out that video up there. And then you can, and at the third round, after the end of the third round, you can reverse the direction, but we're not going to do all of that. We're going to leave it snake throughout. And you can sort players by their name instead of ADP. Obviously, it's probably going to be a good decision to set based on ADP, based on their average draft position, so you can kind of get an idea of where players are going. Not saying that you should draft a player just because of their ADP, because you should be doing your homework. We do our homework. All right, y'all, let's move on. Division settings. If you want to have divisions, you can. 2 divisions, 5 divisions. It's totally up to you. Now, member settings. It's going to show, like, if I want to add someone in here if I have anyone, I can, but you see I don't. But you can add the teams. Co-owner settings, you can search somebody's name and add them to be a co-owner. And this is going to be someone that's in one of my other leagues. So if I want, I can send a request for him to come in as a co-owner. Now, commissioner control. Keep in mind that on the actual mobile app, some of the features, the functions, you won't be able to use on the mobile app. Like deleting the league, I had to log in. You have to log into the desktop to delete the league. So just keep in mind, everything that you do on the mobile app, on the desktop, you won't be able to do on the mobile app. You can edit matchups. You go in here and click. If you have to edit, you can do all of that. Like say there was an issue with some points, you can go in and make that change. You'll see all the teams, and you go to wherever you need to go and make the change. And update commissioners. If I want to assign someone else as a commissioner, I can. And again, if someone's in the league, boom, enter their name, set them as a commissioner. And edit schedule matchups. Change matchups for any week, only allowed in regular season, which hasn't started. But just know that you can do that. And I don't see a reason why you would do it. But if you needed to do it, you can. Previous leagues, there's no previous league. And then as you can see right here, you can delete the league. Now, keep in mind, on the desktop, if you try to delete the league, you just hit OK. Now, when I tried to delete the league on the app, on the mobile app, they required me to enter the name of the league, but I wasn't able to do it. So I had to actually log into the desktop. So if you want to delete the league, log into the desktop and delete, and then hit OK. And then it will delete the league, and it's not going to prompt you to enter the name of the league. So there you have it. Now let's see. We have our draft set, as you can see. Boom. You can do mock drafts, which I recommend. I don't care if you're in a redraft, keeper, or dynasty league. Mock drafts are important to help you prepare. You can go in the draft room. I'll show y'all what the draft room looked like. It's different, but you know what? It's gonna get you prepared. And that's what we're trying to do out here in these fantasy football streets. We're trying to get ready for the draft. So just keep in mind, practice. And it doesn't make you perfect. It's not perfect. So let's see. I can actually do a mock draft if I want. So when you look up here, waiverwirequeen test, that's the name of the league. It's going to give you the amount of time you have per pick, the number of teams, the number of rounds. And if I want to invite people who are in the league to do mock drafts, so just so we can practice and get ready and get an idea of what we are looking at when we pick, we'll do that. And then you can hit start, and it's going to start. The good thing about it is I'm in my league, so it's going to put me in my actual draft position for that actual league. Okay, this can mute, turn on. This is going to help you out here, which I want to see. You want to be able to see the players, so click that. You'll be able to see the different players. And then right here, there's options. You can click the invite for this mock draft and invite people in the league to kind of, participate in this mock drafts are fun, guys. And then set draft order. Your commissioner can do that, but if you would hope that that's done. And then you can click here also to begin the draft. Click here. It's going to pull everything up for the actual players and everything. Click down. It's going to pull it down a bit. Right here, you can put players into your queue. So look, click the plus sign. Oh, that's drafting. It's moving a little slow. I'm sorry. Let's go right here. Look. Okay. I'm sorry, right here. You see the plus sign will be it. I'll show you a second. It'll light up for the draft. Can add this person to your watch list, and then right here is where you'll click to add them to your queue. It's the purple and white note with the plus sign to add them to your queue. So you see right here, we're at Derrick Henry. You can remove them because it says remove and remove. And then if you want to do auto pick, just remember it lights up green for anything that you turn on, and it's white, so it's off. And when you click roster, it'll just show you your roster. And chat, you can chat with the people in the draft, and that's obviously good too. And then let's go back here. You can do some emojis if you want, talk junk, send some beer if you want. That's right. Getting tipsy out here doing the mock drafts. So I'm not going to do a full mock, but what I will do is I'm going to just show you briefly once you hit start and everyone's picking. And see, the computer's in here, the computer's picking. And then you get in here and you'll pick. So it's my turn. So let's say for the purpose of this, I'm just going to go with Derrick Henry because that's a great pick at number 7. And then let's see what I want to do. Do I want to go another running back or do I want to go wide receiver? I'm going to see what wide receivers are here. So I like that Davante Adams is here, which, it's a miracle. It's a 10-team league. Didn't expect him to be there, so I'm going to take him. And then I can come right back around and grab me a running back if there's anyone available that I feel is appealing to me. Calvin Ridley is going to do the damn thing this season, so check out for Calvin Ridley. So right now I can grab a running back, which I'm not too fond of these top 2, but I am fond of Justin Jefferson, so I'm going to take him because I'm high on him. He's really talented. And then once it come back around, I'm most likely going to take another running back. Not high on Miles Sanders. He's fumbling the ball a lot, and Boston Scott's in the mix, and Gainwell is doing the damn thing too, so he may be in the mix as well. So I'm going to take David Montgomery. So you can see what's going on right here with the mock draft. So you're doing your mocks to help you prepare for the league, which is a really good thing. It's me again, Kareem Hunt. I'm not running with it. As you can see, as you know, Travis Etienne got hurt. He's done for the season, so that's going to push the value of James Robinson up. So I'm going to take James Robinson right here. I'm not even looking to see what other wide receivers or quarterbacks are available. I'm taking him because that's a good one. Let's move this down a little bit so you can see what's going on. And when it's my time, I'll push it up a bit, and you can scroll down as well. And I'm looking to see who is available. I got Tyler Lockett, still some great names out there. There's quarterbacks out there, but I'm just going to say, let's do Tyler Lockett. All right, so you get the idea of the whole draft. Let's go back here. You can search a player if you want. It's all set up based on all, which is every position, every player in the draft. You can click to see only quarterbacks. You can click to see just the running backs, wide receivers, so on and so forth. If you want to see the players you have in your watch list, you can do so, and it'll show you that. If you want to show who was drafted, you can see that, and it'll show you already. And then only rookies, you can see show that was drafted, and it'll show the other ones that weren't drafted as well. And then let's get back in here and see what's going on. So right here, I'm going to just take my quarterback because I see that 2 teams didn't draft quarterbacks, and I don't think my quarterback is going to be available when it comes back around. So I just paired Davante Adams with Aaron Rodgers, which is definitely a good duo, as you guys know. And it's back to me, the waiver wire queen. Yeah. I want to see what kind of tight ends are out there. So I'm looking at these wide receivers here. Let's see what our roster is supposed to look like. So I have my 3 wide receivers. And then Still, I need a tight end. I know y'all need a tight end. But let's see. Do I want to run it back or a tight end? Let's see what's going on here. I think Michael Thomas is great value in the 8th round, but I'm gonna stay away. So what I'm gonna do is look. Let's see. Do I want to go with Melvin Gordon here? I think I'm gonna go and just grab Noah Fant. I like him at this position, and I think he's gonna have a good year. He's performed well, and hopefully he's all right this year. And let's see who else we looking at here. I'm gonna just go with Harris. He's a starter. I know they got like 1,000 running backs out there for the Patriots, but he's definitely the starter. So I'm not concerned. One player I'm super high on is Edmonds. I really love Edmonds' game. So now we're in the 10th round. So is this the round where I can just say, you know what? I think Michael Thomas is going to play at some point this year. I'm going to take a chance. Let's do that. Waiver Wire Queen's going to take a chance, y'all. I'm going to finish this mock out. Waiver Wire Queen's going to take a chance, and I've got him in the 10th round. Remember, 2019, he was the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy. So if Winston is the starting quarterback once he returns, I think that's going to be better for him than Hill. So let's see what happens there. So tight end, let's see what we got going on. All right, this is perfect. Logan Thomas had over 600 receiving yards last season. Got to think quarterback situation was horrible, so he's definitely great for a redraft. Definitely a great value for a redraft league, especially in the 12th round. Okay, but just keep in mind you most likely ain't gonna see that in some other leagues. I want to go with Curtis Samuel Hill since I was able to click on this player. Let's do a quick little overview. So you'll be able to see a lot here. You'll get to see the snap percentages that these players place. Let's go back to 2020. See, you'll see the snap percentage, which is great. You'll see how many points they were averaging in standard and PPR leagues. You'll see the projections in standard and PPR leagues. You'll see the statistics in PPR leagues, and that's for each year, which is really, really good. And then you'll see the career stats. Great. You'll see latest news over here. Also, you'll see the depth chart for each for that team. So it's a lot going on with the Sleeper app that they give you, so you don't have to leave the website. That's what I'm looking at. I don't have to leave the website because they have so much going on, and it really helps you. Now I'm gonna take Curtis Samuel because I really like Curtis Samuel. So let's go to it. We doing it, y'all. We doing a mock for the redraft league. Just trying to get ready and just want to show you guys, what it looks like to do a mock draft. And it's going to be the same for the real draft. So practice, especially if this is your first time on the Sleeper platform, because you don't want to wait until the date of the draft to log in and then you try to come in and do a draft, because it's really not going to work. You're going to be uncomfortable, and you want to be comfortable because we trying to win. Come on now, y'all. Hit that like button if you're trying to win. I like Hines here, so I'm going to go and get him. And then we still have to make sure that we prioritize a kicker and a defense, and then we still need a backup quarterback. So let's see. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to look at some of the wide receivers I do like. However, I like McKissick, so I'm just going to go and grab him. Okay, I'm grabbing him because I don't necessarily know if he's going to be there when it comes back around, but it looks like he would have been, but we're not going to take that chance. So let's see what kind of backup quarterback we can get. Now, if this was a dynasty league, I would have, and Watson was still here, I would have grabbed him. For redraft, I'm not touching him because I don't see him playing this year. Trey Lance, I don't really know what the hell they're going to do because he's playing well, and Jimmy G didn't. I wasn't feeling Jimmy G on Sunday. He didn't do that great. So I could look here and see if I want to grab me a backup quarterback, or I'm going to look and see what other players I can look at. So let's just do it like this. Let's grab our defense. So we're just going to settle in on the Buffalo defense. I think that defense is going to be much better this year. So we're just going to settle in on the Buffalo defense and just that's what we're going to do. So we have only a few more picks. Let's go. Do I want to give him a kicker? Let's see. Come back around, grab a quarterback. So let's just grab Kirk Cousins. We're going to grab Kirk. Good old Kirk. Marvin Jones, I think, is a deep, deep sleeper and is going to really have a great season this year. He's going to exceed last season, and you got to realize that was a hard out there in Detroit. Okay? Staying away from Detroit players, but Marvin Jones, he's going to do the damn thing. So I have him a backup quarterback, so I am no longer looking at quarterbacks. Let's see what kind of, we got some running backs out there. There's no one that I really just like. So I'm going to look at Russell Gage and just, he's going to be the starter opposite Ridley. So he's going to be solid this season. He was up and down last year, but it is what it is. He's going to be that guy in here this year. And I'm going to just take Prater. And so you see this draft is done. It's over. We made it through. So let's get out of this draft. And you just click the back button. So that's pretty much what the draft room will look like, whether it's a mock draft or the actual draft. And you can always go click on that league that you're in, and you'll see the options to do the mock draft or draft room. Obviously, if you log into the draft room early, you're not going to be able to do anything. So just remember, if you're trying to do the mock drafts for that particular league, click on the league and then select mock drafts, and it'll take you to mock drafts. Okay. Now let's see if there's anything else I can show you. So you can, let's go to your team. So look, my team is there. Look, it's gonna show you. It should show you the percentage owned and start percentage and points. Obviously, we ain't got no points right now. So, and then like it shows you all your picks. I like that. I really love that. So I can just like when I want to do a comparison, I can just copy this and paste it and compare it to say my other teams, or send it to somebody I want them to kind of give me feedback on my team and how I can improve. And then you see my IR slots are here, and then it'll just show you, your plays. You can click to add and do whatever you need to do. Let's see, do I have any players who are out? I don't have anyone who is out yet, but if I had a player that was just out or on IR, I can click down and put him in the IR slot, and then I can click players, which you'll do, and go and add some players that'll help me during the season. So we're here. So let's see. These are where you'll find the free agents. You can see all. You'll see quarterbacks, and they're probably still loading up because of that mock. You should be able to see running backs, tight ends. You should be able to see all of these, all of the players. Free agents. Let's click off. Come on. And you'll be able to see whoever's in your watch. You should be able to see whoever's in your watch list. If you want to just see rookies, you'll be able to do that. More, which will show you like the flex, and it'll have a breakdown, and you can do it. You can sort it based on projections, stats. See projections. These are kickers. We're not gonna look at that. Obviously, Najee Harris is on a roster, so what you want to make sure is that only free agents are showing. And then, like I said, if you want to just see rookies or not, like right now, you'll see all. If I click this for rookies, you'll see just rookie free agents. Okay, so remember to click on these options so you can see. And it's right now set up based on projections. But if you want to see it based on stats, we ain't got no stats this year, but you can go and switch, and then you won't end up seeing like the rookies high up, because a lot of them, look at that, they ain't got no stats. So if I click, you're only going to see regular free agents. But if I click, you'll see the rookies, but you don't see anything because they didn't play last year. All right, let's see what else. Scores will show you the scores of the game, which is good. Draft, that's clicking you back, and it's showing you, you're going to see right here, order. And in league, it'll just show you each team. And then right here will be the standings, and you'll see waiver priority. So that's good. Let's see what else in here. Come on in here with the different settings. right here, you click and you can just select, say, a team. Say I just want to see Chicago Bears players. You can do that. And say if I want to click, just I only want to see the rookies. You can do that. And then say you just want to see only the free agent rookies, because you say you're looking for a rookie in free agency. And let's click back on the Bears, and it'll show you. It should show you. Well, it's not gonna let me do the just rookies only for a particular team, but you get the point. You guys get the point. And look right here, it's going to show you that draft order. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, because I think we've covered a lot for this lovely PPR redraft league. All right, y'all. That is all for this sleeper app redraft league. Are you guys interested in creating a redraft league using the sleeper app? Then check out this video. Make sure you subscribe so you can see more of videos like this on YouTube, and hit that like button to make sure the algorithm is going crazy and you get to see more of Waiver Wire Queen. Y'all have a great evening. Peace.